team, Uncle Jojo Wominjeka to another rip-roaring episode. Today we're looking at starting our tiling. So all of our waterproofing has been done. In the shower area we're putting 4 coats, everywhere else has had 3 coats. Shower area and where the sink's going to go, to the splashback. That just makes sure that everything's got a nice, even, consistent, thick coat. The idea of a membrane is to make one nice big seal, so anything that leaks will run underneath here, which is our shower base. We've got a puddle flange, so all of the water will run into that puddle flange. Alternatively, what you can do is put a puddle flange in the middle of the room. This is a single story. We've made all of the floor, we've had to rebuild the entire subfloor, and we've made sure that it's all been falling over into this direction. We've also got a bit of a lip at the door, which is about 12 mil, and the tiles are 10 mil. So that gives us 2 mil of glue straight underneath as a really good base. We're using a 10 mil gauge the whole way around so that we've got an actual nice thick gauge to embed those tiles in. We don't want any air. If we have air, then the tiles can move and they can crack. I'm prepping over here the shower base. This is a pre-formed shower base that's already made, and I've embedded it in, but I've made a little sure that there's a little bit of an area around the edges where the water can get down underneath if they need to. Under this tray is also being waterproofed as well. So I'll prep this and then I'll rerun tape around it, make sure it's just sealed up really well, and then I'll put some silicone on the external edges wherever these 2 walls are. So anything that runs down that comes into there. Now the shower base itself is checked into the wall behind this blue board. So it's cut in about 5 mil past. That blue board's 6 mils thick plus 5 mil into the wall. So there's 11 mil of that base that is inside that wall. But I will run a silicone around that and let it dry while we do the floor here today. The next stage of this area is to actually do a layout. So I want to make sure that my measurements from the shower base are really good, and the shower and the measurements over the entire wall are really good. So I'll show you that as I go, setting out a laser level, getting all of our corners right, double checking, triple checking all of our measurements, and making sure everything just blends in really well to make the end product nice and even. We don't want any of the walls out of plumb. We don't want any really big cuts. These walls in here are 130 years old. They will be out of plumb, so out of level that way. So what we've got to do is try and get those to be adjusted the best we can to get the best end result. So they don't stand out too much and you don't have a joint of 25, 30 mil at the top to nothing down the bottom. We want to try and reduce that, or what's called an inch, to nothing down the bottom. So what we want to do is make sure that that all blends in really well. If you've got any questions or queries about waterproofing and then laying out or set outs of our tiles, flick it over and I will answer it for you best I can whenever I can. Thanks for watching. Like always, stay out in real, feels and old. See you in the city.